Hi, it's Kathleen Freitag with Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate. I just wanted to give you a few tips from our gardening talk last week with Armstrong Garden Center. Suzanne Cooper spoke to our group. She was fabulous, and she gave us some off-the-cuff remarks that I wanted to just share with you here. So take out pen and pencil if this is interesting to you. Your soil is key. You can amend your soil, which will help enhance it. You don't need to water your tomatoes a lot, so that was something I didn't know. Don't plant strawberries next to cabbage because they compete for some of the same ingredients. The more bees pollinate, the better the fruit is in attracting the pollinators. And pollinators are hummingbirds, butterflies, and bees. And make your plot big enough so the bees stay, which makes sense. And flat type flowers are best for attracting butterflies. Bright red flowers attract hummingbirds. And marigolds attract ladybugs, which are not easily eaten by other things. Get rid of ants first, as they compete with the ladybugs for the aphids. And the ladybugs will eat the aphids, as you know, which can destroy your plants. And as for those darling little ladybugs, what you want to do is you want to put them out a few at a time after watering and after dark. Kind of like sending your little army out a little bit at a time after dark. And I thought they were just the adorable little ladybugs that I liked to play with as a girl. And as for weeds, pull them before they flower, which makes sense, and then use a pre-emergent to kill the weeds. Never use redwood bark for mulching, as it depletes the garden soil of nitrogen. And as you know, nitrogen is a very important ingredient in feeding your plants and flowers. You can do herbs in pots, which I think a lot of people do, and I've seen a lot of people do their basil and their oregano and so forth on that. Raised beds get the soil warmer faster. And I thought it was just so you didn't have to break your back doing your plants, but the raised beds get the soil warmer faster, which is a better, more fruitful ground for your vegetables and flowers. And put a flower pot on every porch. The more plants there are, the healthier our pollinators will be, and the more colorful our outdoor areas will be and more beautiful for us to all enjoy. And one final point, your tomatoes, if you're going to plant tomatoes, should be in by the time your taxes are due. Right now, end of March, so you have a couple of weeks to get your taxes in and to get your tomatoes in. So that's just a brief summary of our talk the other night with Suzanne Cooper. So I thank Armstrong for coming out and talking to us and our friends and our colleagues. And I thank you for taking the time to listen to this, and come watch for our next speaker series in May. Thanks again, Kathleen Freitag, Coldwell Banker. Bye now.